Hi everyone, this is gonna be a video, quite a long video I'm guessing, which will have some tips, tricks, and strategies that you may not know about, which I use playing this game. They may help you finish the game, not finish, but like to have success in getting all of the units you want and reaching a very far point in the game. Hopefully clearing as many adventure levels as possible. They should include farming, enhancing, evolving, treasure hunt, daily dungeons. I'm not sure any other ones as well it may have, but please check the description if you are not interested in watching the whole video and you just want to skip to certain tips and tricks. I should put shortcuts. I will be putting shortcuts in the description so you could just jump to any point in the video. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll let this be the start of the video. Okay, so daily dungeons is actually a really quick method of getting some quick cash and some freestyle tickets. In easy, it says 2 to 3 stars in the rewards, but so far I've done it like 10 times, and each time I've gotten a 3 star. Normal says 3 star to 4 star. I've done this a lot of times too, and I've gotten only 3 stars. So um, this is also good because of the 30,000 it gives, as well as the 25 purple crystals. And hard gives 100,000, 5 green crystals, and a 4 to 5 star. I have yet to claim this, I haven't done this, but 5 green crystals, that's actually really useful, so I would recommend people with 6 star units to try hard mode. As long as they could get through a few levels, it's fine. Also, I wanted to say, don't think that you have to finish normal mode to be able to start hard mode. I actually reach a further stage in hard mode compared to normal mode. I think that it's weird, but yeah, I think you should try it. Normal mode is harder at when it reaches the 20 points. So if I think what you should do is first start hard mode if you have 6 stars. Try it if you get through as many levels as you can. If you have really good 6 stars and you get stuck on a level in hard mode, like level 4 or 5, and they're normally easy, but you saw that it's actually really hard, skip that level, go to normal mode, do that same level, and once you do the normal mode level, return to hard mode, and you'll see the next level may actually be easier than the level before, and you could continue on. And that's how I did it, and I managed to reach until the 20 point of hard mode. So yeah, each level gives you, for hard mode, about 5,000 it starts from, and each level you go up, it adds an extra 200 or so to your rewards. And normal mode, I think, starts from 3,500 or 4,000, but it goes up again like hard mode, and same goes for easy mode, but easy mode I think starts from 2,000 also. So that's also, they all give good rewards, so I would recommend you to participate in this every day, since every day it resets and you could do it again. Do not waste your time on levels that you lose on, because you would waste points. You only have 10 available, so you could use 10 levels, so try to earn the most out of it. Thanks, yeah, that's for this tip. Some of you guys might have not paid to unlock the bonus shop. Most of you guys obviously have. But for those who haven't, the bonus shop has different items that you could buy. Combine rings, evolve necklaces, terror, mud golems. It has tickets as well as skills tickets and evolve units, rings, and different things, also like polar bears, grizzly bears, gummy bears. Those normally don't come up in the bonus shop, but Donut Man come up. Now, Donut Man, many people may not know about. These actually only make your unit up to level 30. They don't do anything else. You could easily reach level 30 by just taking your unit to adventure and farming with your unit. So I wouldn't bother with wasting on Donut Man. But the bonus shop is actually quite useful. If you want to evolve a unit, sometimes they show up in the bonus shop. For example, the Mud Golem, it's actually a good unit to evolve. So you could always buy it and just evolve it. You could also buy Terra, like I did, and it would actually come very useful for adventure, for for raid and all of that. And even for daily dungeons it would be useful. And combine rings I wouldn't recommend. I have a better strategy for combining. Um, you should see in one of the other tips and tricks. Um, Probably later on or earlier, I'm not sure. But combine rings, evolve necklaces, I don't really see the point of them. It will just waste your money, waste your crystals, so don't bother. But I would have to say, the bonus shop is very good if you see them selling a premium ticket or a premium skill ticket for 60,000. If you have the money, I would recommend you to pay for it, because twice or three times I've done it now, and each time I've gotten a 4-star unit. Even though it's 3 to 6 stars, I've gotten a 4-star unit a few times. I know a few people who have gotten 5-star units, so you may even be lucky getting 5 or 6-star units. But it's a good thing to invest in. Okay, another tip I'm going to be talking about is evolving. As you could see, most of my units are probably one of the best units in the game. And it's actually not from combinations. Most of them aren't, at least. As you can see, my Dark Wizard, which is very strong, one of the strongest in the game, not from combining, from evolving. Same goes for Swordsman, same goes for the Shield Soldier, and same goes for the Spearman. Even the Angel I didn't combine. These were all evolved. I was lucky enough to combine 2 units and get the Dark Berserker, which is also another good unit, but I think it's more for luck, and I wouldn't waste that much time on combining unless you already have some good 6-star units. These were all combined, and they're not very good units. He's a good unit, but he gets knocked back too much, and well, I combined and got him as well, and I don't like it, so either way, if you have a lot of 6 stars, you don't have anything to lose when you're combining. You could always use these units to upgrade and make giants. And that would be in a different video, or in the same video, just on a different tip and trick. Yeah, evolving. I would recommend you to play the game. If you're starting from beginning, if you're midway, whatever you're doing, when you're getting tickets, when you finished farming and you want to use a ticket, you go and you obviously go to your messages and you start by clicking on tickets. When you get a ticket, look what you get. I think that if you get 3 stars, you should always keep the unit and don't even think about using them to enhance a 4-star, 5-star, or 6-star if they are any of the following. If they're an angel, keep them. If they are a skilled mage, keep them. And if they are King Hammers, keep them. Keep them if they are shield soldiers. If you have berserkers, keep them too. They're also really good. Keep them if they're orc champions. And recently, I think you might actually find it good if you keep it if it's a hyper bazooka. You should also keep it if it's a golem, or if it's a um I a titan, because titans are really rare. If you come across any, make sure you keep them. Do not use them for enhancing. Now, if you do keep them, you have to keep them until you have 2, 3, 4, and then evolve. Use them to evolve. For example, I could evolve this angel and this angel to get the 4-star angel. And then I'll keep doing that, evolve again to get the 5-star angel, evolve again to get the 6-star angel. I'll have more on how to evolve, like enhancing in the enhancing tips, but this is for evolving, so I wanted to make sure everyone knows. For example, if I started the game knowing this, I would have had evolved by now to these 6 stars much quicker, because I came across many angels, many of these, when I started the game, but I always used them to enhance because I didn't see the point. I always thought of combining. If you come across any of these, keep them. If you come across the 2-star version of these, keep them. When you get 2 of them, a pair of them, evolve them. Evolve them and keep going until you have the 6-star units, which is the best of it. These guys normally have the best stats in the guide. As you can see, the swordsman is one of the strongest in the game because it's really fast and its attacks are also very strong. Same goes with the Dark Berserker. Shield Soldier is very useful because of the health, and the Spearman is one of the strongest in the game because of the attack being so high. Main thing though is the Wizard. The Wizard is always one of the strongest in the game, so if you see a 2-star Wizard, keep it. A 3-star Wizard, keep it. A 4-star, you're even more lucky, definitely keep it. So yeah, that's the tip for this. Recommending you to keep units that are any of the above. I will have them listed on screen so I can make sure you guys know what units to watch out for and not use to enhance. Hi, so now my next tip is one of the most requested by people. It's farming. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna try to explain it as quick as I can because I know my videos could be quite long since I talk a bit slow. So I'll try to be as quick as I can. For farming, the first thing you would mainly need is fast units. Now you need to try your best to try and get fast units because if you want to be able to farm a lot of money, you need to do it as quick as possible. You need to clear levels as quick as possible. So I'm gonna try to show you. which units are the best to get for farming. If you're farming in normal mode, you could probably even farm with 5 stars. So any of the units I show get either the 5 star or the 6 stars. They're both perfect for farming. So you got the swordsman, they're perfect for farming. You could even get other units which are not that great, but still they can actually be alright for farming because they're still a bit fast. The shield soldier's alright for farming. The spearman is still good for farming. The dark grip, the beast claw, they're all good for farming. I know that the dark javelin soldier is a strong unit. They're good for farming as well. You need strong units. I would have said him because he's fast, but he's not that strong, so I don't think he would be that great for farming, unless you got the 6 star version. Anything which runs is a good farming unit. If you already have quick start, you could probably use different ones, even faster ones, but I still recommend you to have fast units. The ninjas are the best for farming because they're so quick. I know the goblins are quite fast. They're good for farming as well. I know the night follower, the shadow guy. He's strong, he's fast. Same with the wrestler, pigeon mans and stuff. Um, you could try using these machines because they're quite fast too. Most units you could very easily farm with. So you probably already know you need a fast unit to farm with. You could even use the bunny. He's very fast. There's so many different units you could farm with. But the main thing you need to be able to farm quickly with is the easy start, because you need to have mana ready to use immediately as soon as the game starts so you could clear the level as quickly as possible. So you need to try and get this research done. Also, you need a good mana rune, so you make sure the easy start rune is ready, and also that your mana would charge quickly. Yeah, so those are the main things you need for farming. Now, many people were asking me how I get like over 500,000 so quickly in an hour. Well, it's pretty simple. Firstly, as you could see, I farm with, let me just show you, I farm with my swordsman. That's the only unit I farm with, because it's the quickest one I got. So farming with the swordsman, I could finish and clear a level in 11 seconds. So the main things you will need, um, I'm gonna try and put this on the screen for you. First, you need a fast unit. Second, you need gold potions. You can get gold potions from treasure hunt. During treasure hunt, you will certainly find at least one gold potion. When you find it, make sure you get it. Third thing you would need is swords. I got 171. That's from, again, treasure hunt. Doing treasure hunt at the exact days it should be on my tips. You should put alarms on exactly what time treasure hunt is on, so you can make sure you could get as many swords as possible, as well as gold potions. Put your priority as swords. Once you have over 150 or so swords, depending on how quickly you clear levels, go after gold potions. So, first you need a good unit. Second, you need swords. Third, you need gold potions. Now, another very important thing is I'm gonna show you this so it's easier to understand. You need to be able to farm on good levels, easier levels, the quickest levels that you could clear on. Now, people online, a lot of people, you could find out what levels they farm on and try to farm on theirs. But that kind of failed for me, since as you know, level 27, even though, sorry about this loading server thing, I don't know why Gameville does this, but people kept saying farm on level 20, stage 27. Now this is a really good level to farm on, but some people may not have that quick start mana thing, so by the time they send out their units, this level will send out their best units, which is very strong units, especially their giant gun machine. If they send that out, you're doomed, well, if you don't have a good 6-star or anything. Now, that's not very important because this was a level that most people clear if they have good units and can get the easy start mana. So that's why I recommend to use my method for farming. Now this should be also put on screen. I'll try my best to put on screen. But whatever stage you are on, what I want you to do is when you're going through it, I want you to go through each stage, each and every stage, using your fastest unit, not using the gold potion or anything, just to go through each one and checking the time when you do it. Check how long it takes and look at the amount of gold you get. The one which is the quickest amount of time and around the same gold as all the others, farm on that level. So you want the quickest time with the most gold. So the quickest time is normally the level with the most easier bad units. And if you found that one level, do it another 3 times to make sure your that level is actually consistent, easily. You could always pass it and not sometimes. Once you found it, just farm on that level. Now, what I did go through all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kept going through all of them until I found out that my level was 7. And it was pretty simple because I knew 7 is easy. Now this is how I recommend you to do it. Most people still say that they do the same level as me. It takes 11 seconds, but they don't make 500,000. There's another tip. First, you got the best unit. Second, you got the swords. Third, you got the gold potion. Fourth, you've got the level. Now fifth, to make sure you could do this all perfectly with all of those above, fifth is once you start the level, look exactly how I do it. Firstly, forget about selecting a friend. Once you start, it's all started. So look how quickly I do it. As soon as it says start, I'm ready to quickly send my unit off and fast forward it. As you can see, he's gonna be very quick. Once he takes down, I'm already clicking to press retry because I know where of the screen retry is. Did you see how quick I just did it? Now you have to do this so quick, and the quicker you do it, the more time you get. The more quicker you could do it in an hour. The more swords you will use, but the more money you will also make. So this is how I do it. All I do is get ready, quickly retry, like so quick. Now, this is the best thing to do when it's a free sword event, because you have unlimited swords and you have to do this as quickly as possible in an hour. So this is what I do, just quickly press retry, quickly. So that's my main top, I think it's been 5 now, so 1 was unit, 2nd was swords, 3rd was gold, 4th was choosing the right level, and 5th was clicking retry as quickly as possible. Now I got another 2 more extra tips on this farming video. As you saw, I just did 3. Now when you do this 3 times, that's fine. You do it 3 times, that's great. But what you need to remember is, for example, I'm gonna do this now one more time just to show you. I do not know what just happened, but I'm guessing it's gonna start. Yeah. So you start off, you quickly send the unit off. Now another important thing is, imagine doing this at least 50 times or 30 times, however many times you do it. When you get a rune here and a message comes on the screen where the units are saying that your rune, you already have this rune and you don't have any more space for runes, do not retry the level. Quickly return as quickly as you can. Go to your armory and sell all of the runes here to clear it, because it would be 10-10, so it would be 4, so you won't be able to get. Once you sell all of the runes you got that you do not want, go back straight away and continue what you do. That way you could even earn more money since you're selling runes and you're not wasting and you're not getting rid of runes, because when you do it and your rune armory is full, you're basically losing money since you won't be getting any new runes. Also, if your chest place becomes full, come back, open up by opening a few chests and then go back and do it. So those were the top, I think, six tips on actual farming. So thanks for watching. There will be on-screen tips as well, so watch out for another tip video which may come soon on rune farming, which is another important aspect of farming. Thanks for watching, bye. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna go through enhancing. It's gonna be a quicker video. I already tried this once and it turned out to be like 10 minutes. So I decided to just go through a quick way and just say there's to show you my method of enhancing each different starred levels, like how to enhance a 3-star unit, how to enhance a 4-star unit, and how to enhance a 5-star unit, how to enhance a 6-star unit. I decided to, instead of just explain it, I will put it on the screen via text, like show you how I do it and how to save the most units so you could succeed in the game quicker, so you could reach further in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna put it on the screen to show you. So what you should be seeing on the screen would be that for 2 stars you would require only to enhance it using 1-star units, and for 3 stars you would only require to use 1-star units until it's +3 enhanced, and then you would require 2-star units until it reaches +5, and for 4-star units, sorry, you would require 2-star units until it reaches +3, and then you will start using 3-star units for +4 and +5 for it to go to +4 and for it to go to +5. For 5-star units, you use 2-star units for it to go to +1, and then you start using 3-star units as well as a mixture of 2-star units. And for 6-star units, I would be using 3-star units all the time. You just always use it. Now, what you should also see is that you don't always use it. My method is that once you reach over 10% additional enhance, you could start using even 1-star units for 6 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, any of them, as long as you have an additional enhance of 10%. Do not think that just because it's 10%, it's actually 10%, because as you should know by now, 2-star units sometimes fail in enhancing when it's even 70% additional enhance. So don't think that that's just the way the game is, because it's not. Gameville have a weird programming in the code, I don't know what it is, but I managed to get some of my 6 stars enhanced on only 3% additional enhance. So do not think of it as like probability and percentages, because that's not how it works. It's more on luck. So yeah, just follow the tips on the screen. That's how I do it. That's how I save so many of my 3 stars, how I use my 3 stars, and how I get my units enhanced so quickly. And yeah, you would obviously need a lot of money before you enhance. So yeah, you should see on screen. Thanks for watching. Yeah, now next tip coming up. The next tip is to do with the lab. Enter the lab and you have different things you could start your research on. If you're new to the game, I recommend you starting from the very top, a skilled mechanic. I would recommend you to do this because you would want to reach easy start. mana, and increase max MP giant mana orb. So make sure you just go through each of these, making sure you get the prerequisites, all of them, even go through this, and when you reach here, I would recommend you to reach this to level 2, stop, get this at least level 1, and then just get these to as high as level as possible. That when you have more money, maybe get this, but this is not something that you may need. Easy Start, however, recharges a lot of your MP when the game starts. This is right now on 35%. You could start from 3%, then 6%, then 12%, then 20%, and maybe then you would reach 35%. This would be very useful because you could send out your units before the enemy sends out theirs, which would make your farming a lot easier, make you winning adventures a lot easier. Mana is also very useful because you have a recharger in your game. While you're playing adventure, raid, or anything, you have like a little bar there on the side which every 40 seconds, 55 seconds, 65 seconds, whatever it says, whatever level you are, it gives you a large amount of mana. Obviously, the higher the level you are on the mana bar, the more mana you'll get. And this is very useful for even beginners because you could actually end up getting more mana enough to send out your better units. Same goes for this. This is the arrow supply, very similar to that. It fills up your arrow gouge during a specific time. It doesn't really work that great for me, that's why I only reached level 2. So I wouldn't recommend this. But increasing max arrow gouge, decreasing cooldown when arrow rocket launchers hit, these things are actually useful. So I would recommend these. Once you reach Easy Start and Mana, the next thing I would really recommend you to start your research on is arrows. Fire arrows, ice arrows, electric arrows. It's pretty simple. You're meant to just try going through all of these, getting all of the prerequisites, and so you could reach the spears. The spears do much more damage. Once you get the spears, make sure you go through all of the prerequisites to be able to get the missiles. This would definitely help you, especially in hard mode as well as hard normal mode stages, because this is your main line of defense. If your units are not strong enough, this defense would definitely help you, so make sure you try your best to reach the missile stage. Now, I would actually recommend to use Fire Arrow because it has a lot of damage. But for stages where the boss moves too quickly, use the Ice Spear. Same goes for this side. Electric Arrow, Ice Arrow, Fire Arrow. Fire burns them, so it's pretty simple. Ice slows them down. Electric passes through them, doesn't knock them back, but that way the electric actually passes through them, through other enemies, and causes quite a lot of damage. Missiles, however, have this exploding feature, which is just far better. The damage is much greater, and this would be in all of these arrows. I would go in more detail in a different video, so you could see how different they are in adventure. Once you do arrow rocket launcher, once you research them, or even a certain amount of them, you could go to units. Units, the most important things that you should get here are increase attack and increase unit HP. Same goes for defensive units, and same goes for long distance units. These all reach level 5. Every research in the lab goes up to level 5. Level 5 is 30% added on to your unit's stats. So this would actually increase your unit stats a great deal, especially if you have 6-star units. Now, These are also not a bad idea, cooldown, making them faster, but these are the main important things. Now each research you do, it tells you how long it's going to take. This says 1 day and 12 hours. This says 1 day. This says, for example, 1 day. But something like missile takes 2 days, or even the plutonium, which increases the launch speed and decreases bow consumption, is 2 days. So some obviously can take longer. For example, this takes 5 days just to go to level 4, and this takes 3 days. So different things can take different amounts of times. So you have to just be patient. Unless you can afford using your green crystals to open up another slot and you're not patient with waiting for the research, go ahead and do that. But for me, I am patient and I prefer to use my green crystals on something else called special summoning. And I'll go through that soon in another tip and trick. So that's not important for now.